And it's been 10 years since Superstorm Sandy wreaked havoc on 2 villages in Rockland County. Our Diane Caruso has the story on how they're bouncing back since that day.
This is supposed to be a street. It looks like a lake.
That was the village of Piermont.
How it ended up, this is Piermont Avenue.
After Superstorm Sandy rolled in a decade ago.
This is what I saw first.
Mayor Bruce Tucker wasn't in charge back then, but he was living here.
What was interesting about Sandy, it was more like a wind event than a rain event. So the winds were howling.
Lawmakers saw the aftermath first, rebuilding the area since then.
After Sandy, this was totally underwater.
Has meant raising Ferry Road, which leads out to Piermont's iconic pier, by 3 feet to alleviate flooding during high tides. The mayor telling me they've also made improvements to waste. He says the resilience continues, and it needs money, like grants.
We've probably spent about $500,000 so far, but it's going to take millions more to get where we are going to need to be, but it's a long process.
Tucker telling me a few ideas like a living reef to prevent storm surge, update codes on where people can and cannot build, looking to buy out homes in low-lying areas, and moving emergency services to higher elevations out of the floodplain. Piermont's neighbor to the north, Nyack, is also bouncing back since that fateful day.
There was no electricity. We had meetings on the front doorstep of Village Hall to plan responses and to answer questions.
Andy Stewart is now the village administrator, but he was Orangetown's supervisor when the hurricane hit.
If you look across there at our beautiful waterfront park, that stone frontage had to be rebuilt.
Federal FEMA dollars helped rebuild the marina, including these bulkhead walls that hold everything in place. And that's not all.
The other thing is we've gotten generators, so we have that emergency operations capacity in Village Hall and in the DPW and in our senior center, which operates as a cooling or warming center in times when there's need for that.
As areas prepare for whatever storm may be on the horizon next. Diane Caruso, News 12.
One Rockland resident died in the storm. 51-year-old Jeffrey Channon died when a tree came through the roof of his Pearl River home. Well, Superstorm Sandy also destroyed part of Rye Playland, caused more than $20 million in damage. Make sure you check in tomorrow night at 5. We're going to take you back 10 years and show you how bad the damage was at that iconic amusement park and the progress being made to build back better.